there comes a time in everyone's life when they have to move on. Whether it be from school, whether it be from work, whether it be a multitude of different reasons. For me, that was the last high school football game I ever had. The last football game I ever played. As can be gathered from the title of this video, I miss football. My cat keeps me awake for hours at a time. I swear. Okay. Yeah. One of the biggest things I actually really miss about football is, as bad as it sounds, it's the early mornings. I miss the early mornings. I miss waking up at the butt crack of dawn and just getting out of bed so I can hate myself. There's some value to that. Some unintentional value. And I have since learned that, I have since learned to appreciate, like, the smaller things. Well, football wasn't the most important thing to me, or as important as it could have been. It was something I enjoyed doing quite a bit. There's not really much I know exactly what to say. Like, as bad as, like, you'd have coaches yelling at you. I mean, that's just football. That's sports. That's the way that works. You have coaches yelling at you. You'd get berated for messing up a block or a tackle. You'd get gassed up if you pulled off some sick shit. All in all, basically, what I'm saying is, I think football helped shape me into who I am today, because of there's a certain level of discipline that was required to play the sport. It's a very violent, very active, very physical sport. And as much as anyone wants to say otherwise, that sport is one of the most dangerous sports in human history. You can talk trash about it all you want. Say, oh, you need armor to play a sport. Do you know how many f***ing G's some of those motherfuckers get hit with? Have you seen some of the hardest hits? Even by today's standards, there's some heavy f***ing hits. Do you know how... Yeah. Oh my gosh, my keys. Oh, there we go. Anyways, as I was saying, do you not understand? Some of those people get hit with the force of a car. A car. You think Prime Ray Lewis? Rob Gronkowski? The abominable white man, as they would say? No, there's some hits in that game. That's just football. And I think that's kind of what I miss about it, is playing it anyways. I miss that culture of, like, you're going all out 100% of the time. It doesn't matter where you're at. You're either going all out or you're getting benched. And so I miss that. I miss that feeling of, like, releasing aggression. It was football is the reason I hit my heaviest squat max to date. 435 pounds. I have yet to break that record. I'm close. I've tried. I have a bench max of 235. A personal record, I should say. My current max is 225. So, I'm getting a little close there. And I'm sure you can see I'm a bit excited about that. Because it's great. It's great to know that I've got strength still from that. Of course, the strength I had isn't as great as it could be, but it's still something great. And if you really think about it, let's run a little fact check on there. I have a bench max of 225. Less than 10% of people can hit 225 on the bench. Less than 10% of people can hit a max bench of 225. For people who train regularly, my squat is in the top 25%. By general population, trained and untrained, I'm getting up to be one of the stronger people in the world. Now, I am nowhere near those competitive levels, like insane level body power lifters. No, I'm not saying that. But the discipline, I think part of where I was going with that, with talking about my max weights in my training, I think part of that is stemming from discussing the discipline required to achieve those lifts. Because it requires a certain level of discipline that is so otherworldly. It changes how the body perceives motion and action. Yeah, you're throwing your body on the line. Yeah, that's football. And I probably have some long-lasting problems from it, like my lower back. But that one's actually more muscle and musculature issue. In terms of like the muscles being too tight in that area. So, there's like all kinds of stretches to work at. Yeah, so it's a work in progress. But other than that, I love football. I miss football. It was a great time. Anyways, this is day 21.